Sorry. What's up, Carver folks? It's your host, Alezay and Iker, and welcome to our monthly broadcast. Iker.
The month is February. Well, we're recapping the month of February, and the month of February is full of love.
Let's see what we did this month.
First, we have an interview with our very lovely principal, Ms. Kobelt, about Black History Month.
Cue the interview. Hello, Carver. It's your host, Alezay here, and I'm with Ms. Kobelt. Ms. Kobelt, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Alezay. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's-
Thank you so much for asking. Not a lot of people ask me that.
Oh, shame.
I'm watching you guys. I know who you are. You'd be ashamed of yourselves. I'm just playing. But anyways, I'm here today with Ms. Kobelt, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about Black History Month. Hopefully, she's able to answer them. We don't know. Cross fingers. But here's the first question.
I appreciate that you said hopefully because, you know, just because I'm Black
Yeah.
doesn't mean I know all the answers about Black History Month. So I appreciate that. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Ready. Do you know why Black History Month was created?
I believe Black History Month was created to make sure that all of us in this beautiful country are aware of the contributions and accomplishments of not just Black Americans, but African people who are part of the African diaspora.
Pretty intriguing.
Yeah.
Take notes. Okay, second question. Who is someone that inspired you with the actions they took for Black History?
I can't say that it's necessarily, especially thinking as a young person growing up, it wasn't anyone in particular. I believe my experiences inspired me. Growing up, I was always taught by my mom and my grandma to be Lanicia. That's my name, Lanicia. And it's not about being Black, being a woman, or being from the inner city, or even being an Angelino from Los Angeles, but just being yourself. So, but when I went to college, I had experiences that I could not deny that I am an African American and I'm part of this African diaspora. So, I was the first one to open a multicultural organization or group on the UC Davis campus. My club was the first on the books, and my now husband actually started had the multicultural club off campus. So that's how we met, because I was like, wait, who is this person? They told me I was the first one, and part of that journey was just having experiences where people wanted to tell me who I was, or they wanted to mistreat me and my friends because of the way we look. And people would just say, you know, you have to, you know, hold on to this, and this is, you know, you have to celebrate Black history and you have to do this or that. But I was like, no, I'm a human being, I'm part of the human race. And so I started the Multicultural Club, so that people, just regardless to who you are, could learn about your culture. But then I had these experiences that spoke specifically to my Blackness.
What type of experiences are you talking about?
What type of experiences? So, my freshman year in college, there was a Halloween party for the entire dorm. And I showed up to my dorm, and there was no one there. And several other women in the dorm, they were walking around, came out of their rooms, and they're like, where is everyone? And I was like, we didn't know. But when my roommate came back and the other students came back to the dorm, we realized that they had all gone to one of the students' homes for this Halloween party, and everyone was invited. However, those of us who were wondering who everyone was, the one thing we all had in common was that we were Black.
Wow.
And talked to my roommate about it, she felt bad, right?
Yeah.
And so it opened up this conversation about the lack of knowledge, right there on the college campus. Not just, a lot of times we like to talk about racism, but it's not just that. It's people not knowing and people not understanding. And so that was the start for me of really understanding the importance of Black History Month.
Yeah. Well, very interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Now I know. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, not over yet. We have one more question before we end it off. All right? Okay. Last question. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just playing. I'm playing. All right. Last question. What is one message that you want to share with Carver and its people and everyone? What's one message?
In regard to Black History,
Month,
is that I believe with all of the history months, right? There is room for everyone to be a part of it, because the purpose is for you to learn something about someone else and to recognize the accomplishments, but also to recognize how it contributes to your freedom, your rights, the things that you're able to celebrate. So if you have, like I said in the assembly, if you have struggles, if you have obstacles that you're trying to overcome, if you are an immigrant in this country, or you are a person of color, LGBTQ, whatever it is, there is something that happened during Black History Month, is that I believe with all of the history months, right? There is room for everyone to be a part of it, because the purpose is for you to learn something about someone else and to recognize the accomplishments, but also to recognize how it contributes to your freedom, your rights, the things that you're able to celebrate. So if you have, like I said in the assembly, if you have struggles, if you have obstacles that you're trying to overcome, if you are an immigrant in this country, or you are a person of color, LGBTQ, whatever it is, there is something that happened during the fight for freedom that came out of Native Americans and African Americans that you benefit from. And it's important for us to recognize that our diversity exists, our school exists, and some of the freedoms that we have exist because of people who made the sacrifices, who are Native, who are African American, who are women.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Alezay. It's a pleasure talking to you.
It was a pleasure talking to you too.
Thank you.
So you're gonna just send it off?
You want me to send it off?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. This is such your thing. I love watching
It
you
is
do
my
it.
thing,
So
but
I will.
I'll give you a chance.
Why don't you start it off?
Okay.
And then I'll pitch in.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and
See you soon.
absolutely. See you guys soon. Bye.
We also conducted our votes for superlative winners from the yearbook. Alezay, did you win anything?
I won class clown. Let's go. Woo!
Okay. Alezay, I already know your class clown because you look like one. But speaking of winning superlatives, I won 2 awards.
Oh, whatever.
Most likely being caught in class sleeping and being late to graduation.
Not surprising. Well, anyways, though, congratulations to all those who have won the superlative, and yeah.
The volleyball season is also ongoing right now. We're really happy about that. After all, Carver's team last year were the season champions.
Yeah, not to brag or anything, but I was part of that team. And it's really fun playing with all our teammates and the coaches and stuff. They're all super cool to be with. So, yeah.
Okay, that was it.
Okay, whatever.
Shout out to the volleyball coaches, Coach Gallagher and Coach Sladen.
Alright, you could. During the 5th through the 9th of February, ASB was selling candy grams.
I heard some guy got like 20 candy grams, right? Must be some sort of ladies, man.
Iker, you talking to yourself?
Moving on. On February 2nd and 16th, we had open mic during lunch in the Black Box.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all those people who participated. It seemed like the usual people did, including myself, which I'm not usual. Wow, that sounded bad. But anyways, including myself. Thank you all who did it. And shout out to Mr. Noah for setting up the open mics. Okay. Also, Chinese New Year's was on February 9th and the Year of the Dragon. Whoa.
I was like, did you know that in the Chinese culture, they wear red to celebrate luck into the new year?
Wow. I didn't know that.
I was like, on February 12th, it was Lincoln's birthday, meaning...
No school! Yeah!
I was like, do you even know who Abraham Lincoln is?
No. I don't know who Abraham Lincoln
Tough crowd. Well, Abraham Lincoln was our 16th president, I was like, of the United States, of course.
Yeah.
He was also president during the Civil War, and he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which was the first step of ending slavery in the United States. Also, quick facts about Abraham Lincoln. He was a wrestling champion.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. He was in 300 matches and won all 300 of them. There's also a rumor that he made the move called the chokeslam.
Oh, not to brag or anything, but I think I could take him on very easily in this wrestling match.
I highly doubt.
I'm literally the same height as him. What's up, Carver? It's your host, Alezay here. I'm with Miss Bartlett. Today we're going to be talking about her favorite president. And we're all, how's your day?
My day is going great, Alezay. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm a big fan. I've
You are.
always wanted to be on Carver Hub, so this is really exciting for me. And for the guests at home watching, I teach U.S. history and government and economics. So I guess I was, the first choice to talk about President's Day. Thank you. I hear you have some questions for me.
I do have some questions for you.
Awesome.
First question. What is your favorite president? Who is your favorite president?
I love this question. I do teach government and economics, so I always have to be very careful with questions like this.
Absolutely.
So my favorite answer is always, and I'm going to talk to you and the camera because I need to, the
Yeah.
teacher energy, I have to teach them. My favorite president is always William Henry Harrison. William Henry Harrison gave the longest inaugural address in all of U.S. history. It was over 3 hours long. He got up there and he talked and talked and talked. 31 days later, he died. He got pneumonia and passed away. So he had the shortest presidency of all time, the longest inaugural address of all time. He's my favorite president because he really couldn't do any permanent damage in 31 days.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a pretty neutral answer and also a fun fact.
Very safe.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Second question. Who's your least favorite president?
Easy question again, thank you. Any president whose first name is Andrew and last name starts with J. There's 2 of them, look them up.
All right. Final question. If there was one president that you would bring back to life, who would it be?
Ooh, okay. That's a tricky one. I don't feel like any president, no matter how good they were, if they're already dead, they might not stand up to current standards of what is appropriate. I do think there is a case to be made for, revitalizing Abraham Lincoln, letting him serve out the last 3 years of his term. It did get cut tragically short.
Yeah.
Although he might have been a better president for 1865 than 2024. I don't know, but I think I'll stick with my answer of Abraham Lincoln. Let him finish his term. Let's see what he can do.
Let's. Well, anyways, guys, that's Ms. Bartlett, and I'm really grateful to have you on the show. You know, as our Carver Hub manager slash boss slash does everything in this class. We really appreciate you being on board in this one scene.
Thanks, Alezay.
You're welcome. Well, anyways, guys, we'll see you later. Okay. I was not gonna say it. All right, Carver. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that interview with me and Ms. Bartlett. But anyways, that's all the time we have left for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Iker didn't seem like he enjoyed it, but hopefully you guys did. Like the video if you guys want to see more content. Well, we're gonna still make content even if you don't like it. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye.